Hey guys, Wrestling Throwdown here. This is a special video. I know how I talked to you guys about doing extra videos more often because you guys have been really into it. And I know that's a lot of everyone's favorites when I talk about like interviews and stuff like that and releases or just something that's been somewhat maybe a heel turn or a push that's going on. What do I think about a certain wrestler? I know you guys like those videos. So I promised I would try to do one this week, and I was thinking about what I was going to do. I was actually going to talk maybe about TNA tomorrow, but obviously something happened today, and it was just about an hour ago that it happened. And AJ Lee, she has officially retired from WWE, and this really wasn't a shock because there's been rumors for about maybe like eight months so far. There's been like rumors saying that she's gonna retire. Oh no, she's gonna stay for a little bit longer. Oh no, she's done after this month. She's done after, you know. I actually did not expect her to do it so abruptly. I was actually kind of shocked about that. I thought that it kind of she went about it a little weird. Like she didn't even have like a storyline to close her off or anything like that. You know, she came back to have a WrestleMania moment with Paige, and I think it was to put Paige over and put Naomi over. So obviously they can have a victory and everything like that. But I don't know, it was just kind of weird. She just kind of left abruptly. Obviously, many reasons why she left. Obviously, number one reason, she probably obviously wants to start a family with CM Punk, her husband, Mr. Phil Brooks. Obviously, he joked about it on Twitter, saying he was, 36 now, I think now. So, and he's not going to have kids, but obviously I think they're going to have kids. But, so I think that's the main reason why she left. Another reason is her husband really, he isn't in the WWE anymore. He left too, so she probably can't see him as much anymore. And, you know, she moved in with him recently. They got married and everything last year. So obviously, you know, she probably wants to spend more time with him. And she's accomplished pretty much everything. I mean, she's been longest reigning Divas champion so far. She's had it, 3 times? She's tied for the most amount of a diva has held the title for. She's had 2 WrestleMania moments already. She's got victories in both. She's beaten every single diva on the roster at WrestleMania, and then she's obviously tag team with Paige to obviously, you know, let her kind of have her push and everything. But I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people were a little bit shocked about my post on the group. They were shocked. They thought like, "Hey Lee, you hate AJ Lee. Why are you wishing her the best of luck and, you know, her future endeavors?" Obviously, that's respect for any wrestler that I'm going to do that, no matter how much I hate them. They gave their lives to the business, so obviously that's self-respect to thank them for all of what they've done, no matter if you hate them or not. I wouldn't go so far as to say as I hate her. I don't hate her as a person at all. I've heard she's an absolute amazing person in real life. I hate her character. I hate how they portray her as the center of attention. At first, I did like her a little bit. I started liking her in the Daniel Bryan and CM Punk thing. I thought she was very entertaining. You know, and it was good. And then it just kept going and on and on and on. And she just kept still being the center of attention, and they weren't caring about the Divas title. That all focus was on her. And I think that was a huge part of why I did not like her. I didn't like her character. She just came off as annoying to me. But obviously she's a beautiful woman and she's very talented. I can't take that away from her. She pretty much made the Divas division when she was there. She's done everything. She made people care about it when she had the title, you know. When Caitlyn had it, yeah, people cared and they wanted her to defend it more, but they that wasn't the center of attention. Caitlyn wasn't defending it really until obviously AJ Lee came into the picture. Because Eve left right after their feud, and then right after she lost to Caitlyn, and then Caitlyn really didn't. She defended it like I think once or twice with Tamina, but that was about it. Tamina's coming back too, by the way. I guess she's been at live events. She was injured, but yeah, supposedly she's coming back, so that'll help the Divas division too. But she really has done so much, so I can't take anything away from her. Just because I don't like her character doesn't mean that I hate her as a person or anything like that. So of course I'm going to wish her best of luck, in her future. So I guess people thought I was being a hypocrite and stuff like that when I made the post, and I'm just like, I wasn't being a hypocrite, she's beautiful, she's talented. I was not lying about that. I'm not a biased person. If someone is talented, I'm going to say someone is talented. I don't care if I hate them or not. I don't care if I hate their character. I'm going to say, what I feel about them. But yeah, I think that she wanted to start a family, and I wish her the best of luck. I think that the Divas division is going to be a little bit. I don't know how well it's going to go now. I think they need to definitely bring up Charlotte, and I think Sasha Banks is going to lose that title pretty soon because I think they need to bring her up too now because the Bella Twins are leaving now too. So the Divas division's getting kind of smaller and smaller, and, with half of them not even really wrestling. Rosa Mendez is a valet pretty much. Cameron's pretty much back in NXT. She's not really wrestling either. And then Eva's pretty much training right now too, and Natalia's pretty much a valet too right now. She'll wrestle sometimes, but Paige is really your number one person. Like Paige is really who's holding it together right now. So, not really sure what the deal was with why they did not bring Charlotte up already. I think they needed to. I think they should have maybe replaced her with Neville maybe, or actually the Lucha Dragons. I think Lucha Dragons I think could have debuted like another month or two later than what they did, and they should have brought Charlotte up right on Monday with Neville. But that's just my opinion. But I mean, Minor, what are your whole thoughts about this? What do you think? How do you think this is going on? What do you think? What was going into AJ Lee's head as she did this? Obviously she planned this. Obviously she knew that she was going to retire probably after WrestleMania, and she wanted to just, come back. She might, what probably was so funny, because she came back for only like a month, not even, and then she left again. She officially retired. I think that she was planning to not come back after the Bellas. I think she was planning to not come back, and they probably told her, have one last WrestleMania moment, and So what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, my thoughts on seeing AJ retire. I mean, wow, it's just a shocker and somewhat a shocker to me. But the deal is, she maybe just wants to be with family. She wants to be with her husband. When he goes into the MMA kind of way, when he goes in the UFC, he wants to be there by his side, and that kind of stuff. To me, seeing AJ leave, after Mania and have one match on Raw, it's like, wow. But yeah, I have to say I have nothing against AJ. I hope you have a good year with your husband, CM Punk and that kind of deal. It's just seeing her going through her head. It's like, I've accomplished everything. I've done this. I've done that. What's there else to do? You got the Bella Twins had a good match. I helped Paige get over and that kind of deal. Stuff like that. She's accomplished a lot of things. It's like, if you did accomplish something, be like, okay, what's next? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna retire. It's her decision. Maybe she wanted to do it because maybe she wants to start a family with CM Punk, or want to be there for him when he goes into the MMA.
Yeah, it's funny too because not only has she done all that, she's been GM, she's been special guest referee, she's been I mean, she's pretty much been in she's main evented a Raw. Trish, Lita, and Eve and AJ are, I think, the only 4 women that are allowed to say that. I don't know about too much about old school wrestling, like WCW. So you might have to help me out with it. But I think those are the only 4 women that have ever main evented a Raw before. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think those are the only
Because
4
I know
that make
Trish and Lita had main evented Raw for the title before.
it.
Yeah, it was in like what 2002, 2003, right when I started watching. And then
Yep. Yep.
obviously Eve, Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk and AJ Lee main event. So those are the only 4 divas. I mean, she's done everything. I mean, the only thing that she does not have that Paige took away from her was the youngest Divas champion, but she couldn't obviously do anything about that. So, that was really the only thing. And she could have won the title once more to make sure she didn't tie with them and like make sure she's actually the only diva that's held the title as many times as. But I think Paige is going to take that from her very soon, anyways. I think Paige is eventually, because Paige is 2 times already. She's going to get her 3rd one very soon, probably by the end of the year. And that's going to be tied anyways, and then I'm sure she's going to have it at least once more before she leaves. Now, AJ Lee, she might not be completely done with pro wrestling. She's done with WWE, I think. But maybe after she has a family and stuff like that, maybe she'll go to TNA. I highly doubt that, though. CM Punk's really, her husband's really against TNA, so. But maybe she'll go back to Indies or something like that. Who knows? She might be done, though. Who knows? I don't really know if she's really into, I mean, I know she's into, like, comics and stuff like that, but I don't know. Well, CM Punk makes enough money for both of them anyways, but I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what she's going to really pursue. I don't think she's done though completely with pro wrestling. I think we'll see her again, but I don't think it'll be in WWE.
I can mostly see her maybe getting involved in that Diva Search thing that's going on. That's supposed to come on this summer or fall, whenever it's supposed to be. Maybe they might have her in there because I've seen Eva Marie being advertised. Maybe they put AJ in there, to help out with the divas.
Yeah, that would be actually awesome, and I love that they're doing that with Eva Marie too. Because I'm serious about ready to post some videos of Eva Marie, how she's been training and stuff. She's been working her ass off. She looks like she can run the ropes really good too. Way better than most divas I can say. She's in really good shape and she's trying so hard, So I good for her. I can't wait to actually see her progress.
I follow her on Instagram and I've seen a lot of her pictures, and wow, she looks really.
Yeah, she's not taking this lightly, and I think that's what people are so upset. Like they're just so like, oh, Eva Marie is the worst, divas wrestler right now. And to tell you the truth, I think Cameron is. Cameron's worse, but Eva, she's just. I remember when she first got in the ring, she couldn't even do a roll up. Nope. And now when she had that recent match with AJ Lee, I think it was like about a year ago, was she great? No. Was she good? No. Was she okay? I wouldn't even say she was okay, but she was a lot better than what she was at first. She was actually doing more stuff in the ring. She could actually do a roll-up. She could actually make it look good. She wasn't doing as many botches, She was making it look a lot better. So I think that, the Divas division, they really do have a lot to really, I guess, think about and bring up definitely some NXT divas. Like I said, people have kind of argued with me on this. I think Bayley's ready. I think she should be moved up. Paul doesn't think so. I think she should, though. I think she's fine. I think she's ready. But Emma, obviously, she should. They messed her up. I don't know why she. I mean, I guess she's back there because of punishment, and I don't know. Summer Rae, I think, moved up too fast. She was doing great in NXT, and now she's not doing good. But all these divas, I think they're kind of freaking out now because you got AJ Lee retiring, you got the Bella Twins leaving, They better hope Paige stays there for a long time and then bring up Charlotte. Charlotte, And Sasha Banks, I would bring her up very soon too. I would have her lose the title to maybe Becky Lynch or Alexa Bliss or something. Alexa Bliss seems like she's doing good too. So
Yep.
you know, and they're still signing divas too. So they know what the hell they're doing. They've obviously prepared for this. So because once the Bella Twins leave, Tamina is back though. She's been on, like I said, live events, so hopefully she might help. She might be able to do some stuff. But Paige, Tamina, Natalia, and Naomi are like only four people. And Natalia, like I said, is a valet. Naomi's mostly been a valet too. So, and then obviously Cameron's barely showing up. Eva obviously isn't even ready either. And who else am I? Oh, Rosa. She's obviously a valet too. So, I mean, they're really kind of struggling now with this, with the whole Divas division. But I really don't even know what's going to happen, to tell you the truth. It's kind of scary. I think they need to get in gear and bring Charlotte up. Yeah, I get that they just bring up two people, a tag team, and obviously someone who they see as hopefully a high mid-carder main eventer, but I don't know how well that's going to work. I see him as a Kofi Kingston, like I said, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like they still need to bring her Charlotte up, because I feel like if they don't, they're going to be in some serious trouble. Serious trouble.
Yeah.
But AJ Lee's what, 28 now, 27? I think she just turned 28. So, I mean,
Yep.
It's not really, it's a little bit young, but usually divas, or women wrestlers, I should say, because they should be called women wrestlers, not divas, they usually retire like at least 5 to 10 years earlier than what normal, with the guy wrestlers obviously retire. They usually retire in like their 40s. They usually retire in like their early 30s. Girls do. So, I mean, she probably, she could have went another few years, definitely, but she's accomplished so much. I mean, their WWE career is not very long. Like even Trish, she came in what, 2000 or 2001 as a valet for Bad Albert, and who else was it? Was it Test she was with? I think it was those two. But she was a valet for like a year, and then she started feuding with Lita, and she retired in 2006. So she was only there for what, 5 years?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and this is what, 4 years for AJ Lee. So it's not really like, people are saying she retired early, but the divas really are not there for that long. They really aren't. Because even Maurice too. Maurice was I think she came in at, she was a Diva Search girl too. I think the Diva Search thing too could be really good too, because like what you and Joe talked about, there has been some great champions. Layla came from it, Maurice, Michelle McCool, Ashley. Ashley was good, but she had a real asked for her contract or her release or whatever because of her daughter being sick. But I think the Diva Search can help them. I really do. Yeah. But any last closing statements?
Not really. I'd just say, AJ Lee, thanks for everything you did for WWE. I mean, you started from NXT. You've been friends with Caitlyn from NXT to where you guys were now. Thank you so much for a lot of good matches.
Yep. And obviously, Caitlyn, that's what Caitlyn had her last match with AJ Lee before she retired, too. So, yeah, I guess it was just so abruptly. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was a last minute decision. I think she, like I said, I don't think she was planning on coming back after the the Bella thing, after her being written off for a little bit. But they probably said, can you just do WrestleMania one more time? And maybe the WrestleMania the day after to put over a few divas to get, people talking about the divas now. Because let's not forget, too, AJ Lee was the one that got the Divas to do more minutes.
Yep.
To give the Divas more time. She was the one who hashtagged that and tweeted that to Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon and said, give Divas more time. This is, enough with the bullshit. Give Divas more time. Ever since then, they've actually been giving Divas 2 segments, and that's, like I said, shocking. I haven't seen a 2-segment Divas match in like 5 years at least. At least I can't remember. I mean, it's been crazy. So AJ Lee's done that too. She's really changed the Divas division. As much as I wasn't a huge fan of hers, I can't take that away from her. She's great. She's extremely talented. She's changed the Divas division for the better. And there's a lot of butthurt people on the internet saying that they're glad she's gone. And they hope Paige is next. Yeah, I got one of those. And I just huge facepalm. I was just like,
really,
like the two most talented divas on the roster right now. Well, we're on the roster, obviously. AJ Lee's not anymore, but Paige is the #1 girl, and AJ Lee was, probably the #1 person. Her and Paige obviously definitely were, but now that AJ's gone, you don't want Paige to leave. I don't care if you hate him or not. I didn't like AJ. I didn't like her character, but she's talented. I can't take that away from her. And she put on great matches. She did so much for the Divas, and she's amazing. She's just, and that's why I thank her so much for doing all this. She's really helped Vince open up his damn mind to the Divas division for once, And I actually heard that Vince is really high up on Charlotte and Sasha Banks too, so that's a good thing. He's really impressed with them, so maybe that's what it was too. He's seen those 2 were good, and then so that's why I don't think Sasha Banks is gonna have that far of a or long of a title reign, because I think she's gonna move up pretty soon. I think she's going to move up within 3 to 4 months with Charlotte. Charlotte, hopefully, in the next few weeks, but we will see. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. AJ Lee, I hope you wish you nothing but happiness and the best of luck to you, and thank you so much for sacrificing your body on the line for us. You are an amazing girl, and I hope you have a wonderful life with your wonderful husband, CM Punk. And thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if I'm going to do a TNA video. We'll see. If I do, I'm just really going to talk about random stuff and talk about like what's been happening the past month, like the feuds and what do I think about it and the heel turns and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Michael Miner's channel. I'll put the link in the description. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, and don't forget to join our Facebook group. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.